Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Friyay. We have made it. It is Friyay. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank goodness it's Friyay. Oh, and before we get anywhere, let's have that. Let's have a hydrate. I'll hydrate. Slash. No, I'm going to stay to the water, I'm afraid, Feg. I did have a rum and coke with dinner, though. And a stretch to go with it. Thank you. Thank you. And, right. Let us find out. Let's get the welcome ins out with. Ins out with. That works. Welcome into Friyay, and I hope that hiding from the crud is working. Welcome into Blast. Thank you for the lurk. Welcome into Feg. Thank you for the lurk from you as well. Got a project. Oh, goodness. Yep, it is the Friday project. Welcome into Seribot. Good to see the bot as always. Let's see. Scroll. Welcome into Taryn. Good to see you. Glam Pixie, welcome in. Official lurks, yes. Let's see. Urban, good to see you. Raven, welcome in. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. And that you were able to... Gremlins, the lot of you. Absolute smegging gremlins. Feg is on a 255 stream streak. I just realised it's dark outside. I should probably sleep. And a joke while on the work. Why did the clock get kicked out of the tower? It talked too much. Oh, that's awful. Speak soon, everyone. Just nipping in. Take care, Urban. Sci-Fi, welcome in. Ooh, that's a nice one. Took a COVID test just now. So far, it's coming back negative, so there's at least that. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, I took one of those myself this morning because I've had a cold and a cough for the last 2 days, and it was like, I don't want the con flu. We did have an Espeon. I think it's still here, so for those who might need it, you can try and catch it. Let's see. Scroll. And it's a rare, according to the Friyay Information Service, which I hadn't gotten to. Sci-Fi, welcome in. And Superfast Feg caught a shiny. Nicely done there, Feg. Friyay and Blast also caught that. Right. Okay. Gremlins, the lot of you. So that poll was specifically because I can only build... I have 3 shulkers of materials. And that's 1 tower. And you lot have just picked 3 for me to try and build. Yeah. Well done. Congratulations. Right, under those circumstances, I guess I get to pick. Let's have a look. What? So you picked Lagville, End, and Jurassic World, and nobody wanted Sanity's Grotto. Of course not. Fine. The reason that those ones were the reason that... Actually, no, I'll use the camera count. The reasons those were on the list is... I can't do IKEA, because there's a small amount of netherrack in the way. Lagville is just about plausible. Sanity's Grotto, just about plausible. The End Portal, just about plausible. And... way down the far end of the tunnel, Jurassic World is very possible. So since you lot have decided to effectively leave it to me, if you're going to pick 3, I'm going to pick 1. Let's build Jurassic World. I feel that that's an appropriate override decision. Elkhorn, welcome in. How are you doing? Right. I'm also not convinced that those 3 shulkers are actually everything. I think there are... I know there are things that I don't have. No. Don't blow up my portal, you fnirbling. Where did you come from? Hey! Ow. Look, will you just fnirbling... Oh, good, I got return to sender at the same time. No, I didn't. Oh, well. Fnirbling smeggity doodah. Fnirbling smeggity doodah. Yes, that's definitely a word. How's it going? Right, so, oh, yeah. Can't see what I'm doing. There's a ghost of a tower in the way. At this rate, I need my sword retexturing as a tennis racket. I have considered that might actually be necessary sometimes. The nether is not good for this. Right, let's do that. So, what was I doing? Oh, yes. I don't have enough iron because I'm missing about 43 anvils. Raven and I had a joke about this yesterday. Minecraft installed and functioning on the new PC. No issues yet. Going on a retreat this weekend. We'll be stress testing next week. Yay for progress. I'm glad that it's making progress, Elkhorn. Well, hey, I forgot I'd actually put some of the path in place for getting out to the Temple of Irony. It does... Whoa! Oh, okay. Also, doing a desk rearrange at it while you're at it. Again? Didn't you do one of those already? I hope that goes well. I'm seriously pondering a rearrange of a few things around the house as well. Right, let's see. I need... So you can actually see the fancy RGB fans, because the RGB makes it go faster. Let's see. Nope, that's not where there's a... There it is. That should give me a stack of anvils, which is a good start. Hey, Nordic Wolf. Welcome in. Let's 9. So I need 14. And that'll give me another stack of chains, which I'm also short of. And let's grab that many and turn those into iron bars. Yes, that's probably a few too many, but hey. Right. You also rearrange things in the move, insofar as you only put up like 40% of the things and still haven't bothered with everything else. Ah, the joys of I've moved, half my life is still in the boxes. Do I really need to unpack it? Is it important enough to unpack? I thought that was fire for a minute. I'm not even going to ask why there's an arrow in the middle of the road. It's not my problem. It's not my arrow. Probably. Plus. Plus, plus. I would blame the squishy fire cubes. Yeah, that's... Something is on fire. It's a bit early in stream for the everything is broken and something is on fire meme. Do I have... Yes, I do. Okay, that's good. Gasp Ball made it through the portal. Yes, it did. Ignore the plus. Accidentally hit the keyboard sitting down the phone. Sending a leak to... okay. Alright, yes, yes. Do you think I've got a bit of leather? Signs that I've been in the nether. Actually, signs I've been constructing in the nether. I have 8 stacks of cooked pork chops. That's a lot of angry bacon. Thank you for the reminder. Oh yeah, I need to pull up the Windows settings and turn off Life, the Universe, and everything from Windows. There was something else I wanted. Can you remember what I needed? There was something. I needed one more thing before I went over and started on this, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. And that is the main reason you're thinking of putting Bazite on the old PC. That seems actually quite reasonable. Old man has forgotten what he was thinking. There was a reason I was going to do something. I can't remember what it was. And I can't remember the reason either. I needed to get something. Probably a brain. If I only had a brain. Dee-doo, 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 dee pork chop. Ah, I remember. Hello, Ritsu. No, surprisingly, Raven, it's not moss. Building towers, shorter materials. Yes. No. Yeah. Yeah. Strangely and surprisingly, it was nothing to do with the construction work. And everything to do with the construction work. No, I want a name tag. Oh, hey, it's actually 19. Cherry picker has not yet been properly labelled. Nope. That was the train of thought. I had realised that we have not yet named cherry picker. I'm very well aware it is one of the most silly, crazy, and completely off-the-wall names to name, but a few things that are completely wrong with it. Why am I travelling back this way? I could have just gone straight into the nether from Lagville. Oh well. Oh well. Alright. Let's label... Let's christen Cherry Picker. Today on Things That Make Perfect Sense. Nothing involving me. Hey. Oh, hey, I did actually get Return to Sender. Anyone need, like, another record? Really? I'm sorry, I did not expect to... Some days you just have angry bacon in the way. Let's raise that up to the roof. Cherry picker. There we are. Cherry picker is now named. This is gonna take a minute. Actually, do ghasts... Fnibble. If I walk along, does Cherry Picker follow me faster than if I'm riding them? Yes, I can tow Cherry Picker. I can tow my Cherry Picker along. That doesn't sound at all wrong. More angry bacon. Yes, I did. They're in my inventory. I've got many shulkers dotted around the storage area, Raven. So that's an understandable mistake. Nope. 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 I missed. You know, I have a perfectly good ghast for this bit. I couldn't go through the nether portal, because otherwise Cherry Picker would be stuck. Which are the 3,604... I don't actually own that many shulkers. I also don't own that many leads. And now Cherry Picker has escaped. Come back here, you fnurbling tease. I have pondered that a shulker farm might be on my to-do list at some point in the future. Unfortunately, that future is under the heading of why. Oh, God, this is so slow. However, I can see the tower from here. I can see the tower in the distance, and we're gonna build in the distance. All the things that I will need are in these shulkers 3. Right. I'm going to put these shulkers on the this section of floor. Because then I can constantly upset any so forth, whatever. 5 more minutes of slowly beeping on the way to the build site. Yeah. I never prepped this area. There's no foundations here either, Taran. I thought I'd done all of these yesterday. I even finished off a whole load of the detailing around the other ones yesterday. I forgot to do the Jurassic World Tower. Fnurbles. Hey, Glam Pixie. Yesterday, I thought all my towers were complete, and so I hoped that I would build today. Oh, Fnurbles, because of yesterday. Oh, Fnurbles. Right. I now have way more copies of Tears than I will ever need. While you're doing that, you need to step away for a few minutes to deal with cat-related frustrations. Oh, goodness. Let's get rid of the leather, because we've got plenty of that. Netherrack. Normally I wouldn't have needed netherrack. The intention was that this would... I would have finished all of the fnurbling foundations by now. Rassin, frassin, rullin, frellin, mutter, mutter, dick, dastardly, grumble, gur. Okay, netherrack, stone, keep rockets, keep that. Mossy stone, stone, and cobble. Let's grab how many? Let's grab another one of the stone. And another one of these. And I know that every time I said one of those, I picked up 2, but hey. It's one of those. I'm assuming I don't know how many materials I need, therefore I'm going to make an extra stack of everything. There. Right. Hello, Lotus. Happy Friyay. Welcome to Scotsman discovers that he didn't finish everything yesterday properly. I thought I had. Oh well. At least Cherry Picker has been named correctly now. So we've got some of this. So the usual day. I mean, yeah, basically. It's a day involving me muttering, complaining, and having to do a load of building. Oh. Right.
Titty free, fucking ratting, written, hitting bloats.
Exactly. I hate trying to actually get onto a ghast sometimes. They will run off at the slightest hint of an opportunity. So, we need to do the foundations for this tower, and then we can build this tower. Fortunately, I didn't actually mine out 90% of this area. So, what we will probably do is cheat repeatedly. So while I'm attempting to do the things that I should have done previously, how is everybody enjoying their Friyay? The advantage is this tower area is one of the mined out with with a kaboom, so it's a lot less to fick in. On your own, going to lay down and look after... Okay, look after yourself, Raven. Take care, and I hope you feel a bit better. Alright. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of mank and lurk... mank and lurk? No, mank and crud out. Affecting a lot of people at the moment, so everybody is under orders to look after themselves. Blackclad, welcome in, Squirrel Space Force Commander. Please excuse me while I fall over my mouth. Apparently I didn't need that much netherrack, because a lot of it is already here. You feel Blair. Wisdom Tooth is just getting in the way all the time. Ugh. Wisdom Tooth. For all the fact that they're named Wisdom Teeth, they do that. There seems to be no wisdom in their existence. Yeah. I thoroughly agree there, Blackclad. The Winter Holy Mocus Crud going round. That's the one. In my case, it was at least an attempt at Concrud from the weekend. Ooh, speaking of, unfortunately, there will be no stream on Tuesday or Thursday next week due to office. I mean, that covers it all. Due to the office, there will be no stream on Tuesday or Thursday next week. I have many meetings that I need to attend. Some of which run into the evening due to vendor attention spans. So, yeah. As a result, there will not be stream on Tuesday or Thursday. I have posted a note about this in the announcements board. I will stick further notes up closer to the time. How dare I deal with IRL things first? Yeah, I know. I'm unfortunately. I'm gonna complete this sentence. Unfortunately, I'm good at my job and I like focusing on it. Therefore, it's kind of important for me to actually do it. Oh no! Lotus has fainted in a trance. Bleh. Blackclad, you better catch Lotus. Actually, I think you already have. Someone can't speak. I can't speak at the best of times. You heard it, Glam Pixie, but because it's not at the beginning of the sentence, the bot didn't. Oh. However. There it is instead. Missed one. You have to do another exam tomorrow. You aren't done with midterms. Oh no. Well, good luck with the exam. I'm sure you will do fantastically, Lotus. And just think of it as one less. Once you've done it, it's one less exam to have to do. It's programming. Those are less exams and more crimes against humanity. Hey, Footy. And you will cry. I'm sure you will be fantastic, Lotus. We're all supporting you and sure you'll do well. Which one is it? Python. Python is evil, I will admit, as a programming language. But then again, it's a programming language. All programming languages are evil. I'm not sure that there is a programming language that isn't. You hate Python, it feels foreign to you. Yeah, me too. I know that feeling. And we have a weekly in chat for those who might need their but your other exam you were very worried about, but you got 97.6 out of 100. 97.6 out of 100. That's fantastic. Congratulations. I don't think I could get 96 out. I don't think I could probably get 50 out of 100. Not on a programming exam anymore. You wanted 100 out of 100. Well, you're just being picky now. That's just you being an overachiever and wanting the best. No, I have encountered that before in the past. I know that sort of feeling. I have wanted the same myself. I have since learned that I can't be an overachiever. There isn't enough time in the universe for me to attempt to overachieve anymore. See also most of my builds in Minecraft. Those are examples of I can't overachieve, there's just not enough space in the universe by way of time. You're a wonderful overachiever in darts. You bust every flipping time. Yes, Glam. But that was something I could only attempt after 5 years. It is Friyay. You have your flu jab tomorrow. Oh, goodness. Well, take care, Footy, and I'm sure that the flu jab will go fine. I've had mine. I know a few people who've had them. I think Ginger had hers earlier in the week, for example. Ginger's probably having a nap right now. They keep claiming they nap through my streams. I hope it will be fine, though. You need to overachieve at being an overachiever. Ignore the slow breakdown of my body and sanity. That's just how the burnout setting it. Well, yeah. Bongo Cat is not moving. Yep. We now have ways of checking up on Ginger. You need to nap. You woke up too early. Yep. Yeah, did a paper on hardware and legit went in and explained how a CPU works. Given that one of my degree courses, Blackclad, was chip design, I feel that mood entirely. I did silicon level design as a degree module, both by hand and through VLSI. VLSI being the programming language where you teach a computer what a microchip does, and then it works out the physical element of it. I actually found the course notes for that the other day, and was looking at it and going, how did I understand any of this? Oh, no, let's not put the ones that are functional in there. There, right. This was not that in-depth of a course. What? You mean having to understand how to create silicon as part of a course wasn't actually necessary? When trying to go back and get your degree, still never bothered. One of your assignments was to make checkers. Most people barely completed the assignment. You build in a computer opponent with configurable... See, now that's overachieving. And awesome. Okay. We now have the foundations of the next tower. So let's go and start building it. The Nookie, welcome in. Happy Friday. To be fair, at the point you took the course, you'd been programming longer than some of the other students had been alive. Yeah, it's a mood. That is definitely a mood. Cherry picker. Here, cherry picker. Come on. Follow me. Follow me to the building site, you'll see. All you needed to write is what is a CPU and what it does, what it goes on the PC, and how the standards differ. Wait, there are standards? Look. Cherry picker. You're making my life difficult again. Get back here, you fnurbling. There we are. Woohoo! Standards are lovely. Every time you see them, there's a brand new one to play with. Right, what do we need? Actually, can't I ask it to tell me what I need? Schematic placements. Yuck. Nope. probably easier just to look at it. Yeah. Okay, I think I have an idea. So, nothing out of that chest. Let's grab some of those, some of that, some of this, some of those, some of those, some of that. We will need some of these. Don't think I need those. We might as well just grab those. Right. Yeah, Here we find the Scotsman attempting to build downwards. Yes, I have just built the ceiling that's the floor. No. Give me that back. I know we'd made all these jokes on a previous one, but yes, I have now built the ceiling that is the floor to start the floor that is the ceiling. Da-da-da-da. It's nice to be working on something nice and simple. You know, a giant tower hanging from the ceiling of the nether. It's the sort of thing that everybody builds, just for simplicity's sake, isn't it? Speaking of building a PC, I finally broke down and was... broke down. I finally reached the point where I was able to order the graphics card for the new PC I've been attempting to build. And it arrived this afternoon, and so I attempted to assemble it into the PC I'm attempting to build. Given the size of graphics cards nowadays, it felt like I was mounting the case to the graphics card. It was less, I'm putting the graphics card into the computer, and more, excuse me while I take apart the case and then build it back around the graphics card. When did these things become this ridiculous? It then didn't help that, just because GPUs have to be mounted to the case or they'll end up snapping the slot. Yeah, probably. It then doesn't help that, due to the wonderful world of graphics cards and computers nowadays, this one has 3 power supply sockets on it. 3? Oh, the power button leads, I got so very badly wrong, Blackclad, when I first did it. Even more annoyingly, the PSU that I've got only came with 2 leads for the power. I went away and ordered another one and got it wrong. And so I'm hanging my head in shame as I have failed to build a computer correctly. Actually, thing is, it's not even that small form factor. It's one of the fractal ridges, which are the size of a fairly decent-sized computer nowadays. Or The size of a fairly decent-sized old computer. I mean, small form factor for me is something the size of an NUK. Exactly. Okay, I need to remember, I'm not building all of the elements of this. Notably, that entire I've already stuffed this up. Oh well, I'm gonna leave some of that in place then. Hey, Jerry May, welcome in. This is why you went with the roomy case. Yeah. I mean, for context, Blacklad, I have 2 NUCs already. They're what I use as my main computer. So, I am not adverse to the concept of small computers. That's the section that I should be building. Oh, I'm not carrying any glass. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Would you mind dying? Before you shoot at me. How am I this bad? Oh, goodness. NUC. Yeah. Mama Melissa! Welcome in, MM. How are you doing? So glad to see. Wow. I feel humbled and terrible. I'm trying to fight a ghast from another ghast. I'm all aghast. Because we found out that ghasts, that happy ghasts in the Nether are, how shall I put this? Squishy. They have no fire resistance, despite the fact that they start their life dried out. I mean, really, what sort of plan was that? Oh, and there is a weekly in chat for anyone who might be interested in catching it. I'm not going to worry about the fact that I put a second one there by accident. Odds are I will need to place one there with the next layer anyway. True, at least we found you can take it back into the overworld, into some clouds, and it'll heal right up. Which I'm really impressed by. I still think that it might be useful one day to make sure that there is a cloud level portal exit. Speaking of helping to heal a ghast with hydration, I'll hydrate. Hey, dragon. Welcome in. And a stretch to go with the hydrates. Oh, yep, there goes one of the shoulders. I should call the ghast portal Cloud 9. Interesting choice. I was thinking more Cloud City. But then I'd have to worry about whether or not Vader turns up. How am I still building this layer of the tower? Nope. cloud 9 by 9. Oh. Then I'd be worried if Direwolf 20 turned up. Right. Here we gain another layer. Oh, I hate trying to place some of these bits. Kibo! Welcome in. Happy Friyay to everybody. We are making it towards the end of the week, and if you have any sanity left, congratulations. If you built some storage up by that cloud portal, does it become Minecraft storage cloud? Does that mean I have to... I would have to have, instead of having IKEA, I'd have to have AWS. It's my storage cloud. Oh, hey. See? I was right. I didn't have to worry about the fact that I placed one of those there. The pun is strong in this chat. The pun is very strong. Anyone who's not used to the... No. To the level of punnery is clearly new. Don't believe anyone has any sanity because I've already... Well, I have not used any sanity. Sanity, I am not allowed anywhere near. Sanity has a restraining order against me. It's not allowed within 500 yards of my brain. I wish I could remember some of the really, really bad dad jokes that Luna Cupcake was saying earlier. But I can't, thankfully. So, what a shame. Wouldn't Microsoft use Azure rather than AWS? Maybe, except for the fact that Minecraft even... I have absolutely no intention of using Azure, personally. Uh-oh. I never even saw that one arrive. For those wondering why that piglin is not moving, don't worry, it's not actually there. Kind of like the rest of us. No, that one was there. I've been caught off guard by that fake one. It is the ghost of Piglin Past, yes. Now you just use Nextcloud. True, I do use Nextcloud. But I also use AWS because I actually back up my Nextcloud to S3. Hey, Bo, welcome in. Reminds me, need to go make go in, make sure that something is removed from your Azure account. I am so glad that we decided to bring Cherry Picker into existence. This build would have been nigh on impossible without Cherry Picker. Speak of the devil, speak of the puns. Why did the tower go to the gym? It wanted to work on its towering physique. That one was weak. It needs to go to the gym. Why do I prefer math over English? Because fractions speak louder than verbs. Oh. Your teachings have been rubbing off on me, and they're underappreciated by others. Wait, that's not right. That's better. And with that, it's Lurk Drive time. Have a good drive, Elk. Take care and safe travels. So I'll say, what am I stuck on? And I've just realised I'm stuck on part of the on the walkway. Oh, whoopsie. Ah. Yeah, I reiterate my statement. Thank goodness for Happy Ghasts. This would have been significantly harder to build if I'd had to actually maintain something to scaffold from. That one can't be that. Thank goodness for Happy Ghasts. They make you build in all the happy ways. Thank heaven for Happy Ghasts. I really wonder how they're happy every day. In before Ghasts blowing up my scaffolding, plunging. That happened several times while I was trying to run the tunnel bores. Ghasts kept blowing up the stuff I was having to walk on to be able to actually run the tunnel bores. And we have previously had Ghasts attempt to kill Cherry Picker. They don't like Cherry Picker. I don't know why. One thing I find very surprising is that that Enderman has been stood on the the walkway for as long as we've been building here, and it's not moving. It's not wandering off. It's not doing anything. It's just stood there. And I'm out of brick walls in my inventory. Nope. Andesite, stone brick. Stack up on those. Stack up on those. Hasn't stolen anything, it must be broken. I don't think there is. I'm fairly sure there's no materials that Enderman will actually pick up in the Nether, are there? You ever just completely disassociated in the midst of a little vast hellscape? No, just me? Okay. Actually, yeah. That said, I am running a data pack that is Enderman can't pick up stuff, so there's every possibility that if they were supposed to be able to pick up anything in the Nether, I've broken it for them. I didn't want to find Enderman picking up and stealing most of my builds in the overworld. I got bored of it in the past. I think that's one of the things that Mojang are looking at. They were starting to change some of the ability to actually choose game rules for things. But I don't think that they'd gotten to the concept of being able to disable Enderman griefing. They keep seeming to overhaul the game rules, to the point at which I'm never sure what's a game rule anymore. And we have another Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in attempting to catch it. You might have missed one, but we've got another one here right now. Ah. Oh, I think I lost. Oh, no, that's not Silk Touch. That's Fortune. That's Silk Touch. Don't break the glass, Scots. It's not something that you probably have enough of to do that. How far have we gotten down this build? Oh, okay, we're nearly another lap completed. I'm going to utter a phrase that I'm probably going to regret in about 2 seconds. We don't seem to be getting many ghasts. They always strike me as being the sort of thing that you either got thousands of or none of. There's never a middle ground where ghasts are concerned. Perhaps they've gotten angry at the number of records that I've gotten from them, and have decided that they don't want to hang around me anymore. In before viable. That's what I meant by I will probably regret this almost immediately after saying it. They're waiting for me to lower my guard. My guard is very low. Oh. Oh, and I'm out of materials again. The alternative is I accidentally upset our overseer. I'm really thinking he's turned into an overseer. I'm so tempted to stick a boat down and just try and turn him into a permanent area of the member. Area of the member? Yes. In fact, my guard is all the way down in hell. Yes, exactly. It can't get much lower. I thought I needed more of those. Oh, well, let's put those back in there. So I never needed the warped trapdoors, which I brought with me. Oh well. It's a shame I don't have a boat to hand. Otherwise, I would turn you into a perpetual element of this area. Really? Actually, I can probably... What do we think? Should we acquire a boat and make him permanent? I mean, we're over nether stem forest. We can probably just make a... Are you allowed to make boats out of nether stem? Questions I've never thought to ask before. Am I allowed to make a warped boat? So it says, no, you're not allowed to make a warped boat. Well, that's just not fair. Don't suppose I've got... Oh, hey, I have a boat. Excellent. If in doubt, always carry a boat. Yay! We now have a perpetual overseer. Yay! Yeah, I thought that... I couldn't remember... Hold on. Silk touch, yeah. It does seem to be one of those things that you can't make boats out of warped planks or crimson. We now have an overseer. I wonder what vault he's from. Would they sink or set the water on fire? I don't know. I think that might be the problem. No. Must have been a modded item when you saw it. Entirely believable. Now, to me, thinking about it sideways, would it really be an overseer when the build is upside down? I'd consider it to be an underseer. That's Well, I mean, it's under construction, that's for sure. Hey, Kel, welcome in, Chaos Twin. How you doing? Runs in late as heck. We're still here. So far, you've missed a bit of fnurbling, a bit of chaos, me swearing when I realised that I hadn't done the foundations for a tower, and now I've started on the tower. So you've not missed anything particularly important. Half the stream. Like I said, nothing particularly important. And nowadays, for those who are obsessive about keeping their streaks, you can get to watch VODs after the fact and be able to maintain them. So, watch streaks are now a lot easier to maintain, which is a great thing. Tor, welcome in. Sweet freedom. The weekend arrives, and so does a week of annual leave. PTO for your... yes. Yay for time off. I hope you... I hope you have nice time off, Tor. Did I forget to push the button for the Discord live announcement? Ooh. That's interesting. That one should be automated. But apparently the Discord webhook is disabled. That's not it. Fine. I'll press it now. Apparently there was a fault in the connection. Ah. There is still a fault in the connection. Why is that not functioning? You're only here because you thought... That's odd. Huh. Where's the logs? Do. Oh. No. Interesting. I don't think it likes my stream title. Oh, yeah. I don't believe that. I can actually believe that. Okay, let's take this out. Sal! Welcome in. It's the Slashes, Raven. The Slashes are crashing it. And even though I've updated the title, it's not actually picking up on it. Dagnabbit. Who designed this?
Go!
Oh, goodness. It's nice to know that I can really, really fnurble up my own go live messages. Right. Hey, Moscow Hosko. Someone who doesn't know to escape their input variables. Yeah. You'd think that an off-the-shelf webhook would have sorted that. Oh well. So in future, I'll just have to make sure that I don't actually use... you feel like this is a little Johnny... Yep, this is a little Johnny Tables moment. Little Johnny Tables. You just can't trust his family. I thought it was... Is it Johnny? I thought it was Bobby Drop Tables. No. Either way, it's definitely a moment where things should have been escaped properly. I believe the statement there is that there's an XKCD for that. Bobby needs to stop dropping tables. Yep. Uh-oh. Where are you? I see you. Die. I did not want to get shot at from below. I did not want a fireball up the bottom of my ghast. Bobby Tables. Thought it might be. And Raven has found the specific XKCD that it is. This is why I obviously need to be more careful about my choice of stream titles. Do, 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 do. And we have a Sim Sage in chat for those who might actually be interested in catching a Pokemon. Dip, 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 dip. Are you sure that we didn't tell you to get an F in chat there? And I think I saw in the middle of all of those... Why have I not got that? I've got a hydrate and a stretch from Kel. Let me just get a little bit further around the tower. We're nearly finished with another layer. We are finished with another layer. Way! Heil Hydrate! Ooh. Tor has Tor has the new Pokemon game. Oh, and a stretch to go with the hydrate. Thank you, Kel. Here we find a Scotsman, slowly building downwards, as is not unusual for him. Ooh, I'm nearly out of nether brick walls in my inventory. Have to let me know how it is. Some of the things I've heard are pretty long. Yeah, I've heard similar there, Taran. In this case, though, I started with floor, despite the fact that the building is upside down. Well, I started with a ceiling that is the floor. There was a bit of a flaw in my plan. Am I going to come on Umbra Solis again? I haven't the foggiest footy. Every time I try and think about doing other things, my brain locks up. I don't get onto Idiotic Ink enough. Trying to keep up with some of the builds on this world so that I have a decent amount of streaming is pretty hard. Because if you've noticed, I don't generally do mining or resource gathering in stream. I tend to keep it to attempting to build and do stuff. Pratham, welcome in. Happy Friyay to you. Thank you for joining the stream. Scott's only mines for netherrack. Yeah. If in doubt, just mine for a bit and get resources. Yeah. I dread to think what... actually, I looked at my netherrack count the other day. What were we up to? 700... Hey, we've got a 747. Post-release, you've actually heard good things about the battle system. Oh, that's good news. Yeah. It still feels very weird to be riding a ghast in the nether. I know they come from here. I'm riding a ghast from the land down under, where the things are weird and the world's a sun on fire. Oh, and I'm out of materials. Nope. Speaking of Pokemon, been tempted to get Legends Arceus, debating about it since you don't... 747 seems appropriate. Boeing don't bother with doors a lot of the time either. Oh, that's both a snirk and a snort, I think. Let's grab those. I'm going to grab a few more of those. Actually, I don't need that many. Probably need some more of that. Oh, actually, I don't need that. Let's grab those, since those were the things I actually came over here for. Do we know what we need? No. Do we have what we need? Probably not. I wonder if a Twitch comment can be libelous. Probably? It's written, therefore it is libel. At least I think that's the... I'm trying to remember the rulings. One's libel, one's slander. I think spoken is slander, written is libel, isn't it? Pleads the defense of satire. Yeah, satire is also valid. Slander is vocal, libel is recorded. See, I'm liable to understand these things occasionally. I think if you said something in speech, it's libel. Slander is more off the cuff. You know, I have no idea. I mean, a lot of it also ends up being if it is intended to be defamatory. Oh, that's the other one, defamation. You used to know, but damned if it stuck. Yeah, none of these things are sticking in my head. Mostly my head is just empty and full of squirrels. Libel is a defamatory statement that is written. Slander is a defamatory statement that is oral. Thank you, Ritsu. I knew somebody would have the foggiest clue around here. And honestly, I'm not surprised it's you. You really are up on reality. Ah, no. You figure with their current sales, you're not a major factor, you're not even a number on a spreadsheet, you're a rounding error on a spreadsheet. Not around here, you're not, Tor. You're as much as the rest of us. We couldn't find the Hermitcraft. We could find the Hermitcraft 10 world download, find a B-dub skin, and decide. But wouldn't that just end up being a coin toss in the end? Besides, if I was going to do anything with the Hermitcraft Season 10 world download, it would be to find somebody else and play Hungry Hermits. Oh, that's the wrong block. Okay, Raven. Take care. Oh, hey. Nope. We've reached the bit that's different. Dagnabbit, that's going to confuse me. What are you? Oh, you're stone brick stairs. We've reached the point where something's different. Right, I don't need that anymore, but I do need stone brick stairs. Where are those? There they are. Probably means we need all sorts of other things that are not necessarily in my inventory. We're not quite at the block of amethyst level yet, I don't think. Oh, hold on. What I do know I need, I saw it a minute ago. I probably need like 4 warped trapdoors, but I also need, warped slabs, and I know I saw warped stairs over here. I'm not going to worry about the huge pile of trapdoors and so forth yet, because I don't have them with me. Plus, we're probably going to mess with the interior. Nope. This is the bit where it gets interesting for a few minutes while I try and work out how to place half these blocks. And get them the right way up. Being able to middle click to find the right block is useful. Being able to actually get it the right way up is a bit harder. I can't get my blocks the right way up. Oh my. Ah, hey, Mad. Welcome in. Little blue block somewhere to help. Oh my. Given that I'm placing warped wood blocks by way of stairs, there are little blue box. I am not placing a TARDIS. There is not a little blue box involved. Kind of wish there was a TARDIS in Minecraft sometimes. It'd be cool. TARDISes are cool. Fezzes are cool. Fezzes are not cool. Did I do the other side of this? Yes, I did. That's all right. I know I've not done the trapdoor in the middle because I can't yet. I need something to place it on. To get it the right way round. TARDIS could take a disliking to me. I would not be at all surprised that if I had a TARDIS in Minecraft, it would immediately take a disliking to me. Oh, fnibbles. That block's in the wrong place. Right. Are we at a level? No, we're not. That's alright then. I'm going to ignore the interior for the moment, which will probably mean that I'm going to collapse and fall through it later. We have a Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in trying to catch one. Oh, this is where it gets interesting again. Why was that a double half slab? Past Scott, you're gonna have you got some explaining to do here. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Nope. Nope. That one. Oh, that's the... Yep, that's the right one. Hi, honey. I'm home. No, I'm not. Nope. Toxel has been caught by Mad Paradigm. Nicely done there. What am I doing here? I've got 3 pieces of polished... Ah, I see. That, and that. This is where I sit here going, what on earth was I thinking when I designed this? Here, deep in the nether, we find a Scotsman confused by his own build. Let's watch and see if he can figure out just what he's gotten wrong this time. What are you? You're stone bricks. No. Stone brick slab. Good lord. The nice thing is we're about halfway down this tower. No. Oh, nurbles. Stone brick slab. 60 of them. 60! I've got those. Ooh, I don't think I brought any copper grates either. Those I know I've got. Those I don't need, they're done. Those I don't need, they're done. Dag nabbit. Hey Landstrad, welcome in. Which one of these is the least amount in it? Let's go with that. I was about to say the least amount of space when I meant actually the most amount of space. Right. Okay, you can't wrap your head around this. Check your go-to game stores for a second-hand copy of Legends Arceus. 74 they're asking for. Brand new is $79.95. Second-hand is supposed to be the cheaper option. Yeah. That's... I'm not entirely surprised. I am about to have to dodge Angry Bacon. It depends on whether or not it's something that's been available on supply and demand. If people aren't selling it, then it's not available on the second-hand market, and therefore it ends up being quite expensive on the second-hand market, and blah blah blah, wibble wibble wibble. I came all the way back here for some slabs. Hunter, welcome in. Happy Friyay. God, I hope that was the only thing that was missing. Where am I going? Yeah, you can find around 50 on eBay. Also secondhand. Yeah, that feels right. I was about to say, I see a ghast in the distance. I better not be shot at. I've missed. Where's my rockets? And now I've upset an Enderman. Lovely. Fantastic. Strawberry and white chocolate cookies. Ooh, lovely. Yes, yum. I don't know what happened to that Enderman I upset. It'll probably turn up and start hitting me in the back in a minute. Come here. Come on, cherry picker. Let's put that away. Okay, welcome in. Happy Friday. Welcome to the madness of attempting to build upside down. Need that, and that, and that. Got those. Probably need those. I do need those. Yeah, let's see if that's enough. At some point, I'll remember to remove this one piece of warped wart, which is kind of in the way. And you know, I'm going to actually do this now. Bye-bye. Don't come back. Alright, that's better. Ow. This feels like a good time to remove this. Before I smack my face into it again. Is that polished out? That's not polished andesite stairs. That's that. Right. What are you? Stone brick slab. Okay. You know, we might actually be holding the right materials at the moment. Lurky for work, but we'll be listening in for the most part. Happy Friday. Thank you for the lurk, Kay. I hope your Friday goes well. That, and that. This is the... Fnurbles. This is the Fnurbles that follows the world. That beats the random, that cheats the crap, that never did it, but did. No, that's wrong.
Kitty free, fucking ratting, written, hitting, bloats.
Exactly. Given I've got easy pick switched on, how do I keep picking the wrong dang block? Here, deep in the nether, we find a mad Scotsman. User error. I fear you are correct. Whoops, I fear I've run out of yes, Cartwright. Basalt. Oh, hey, it's another Enderman. I didn't bring any more boats, so I can't... Oh, hold on. I saw you. Where are you? No. Score! Cast from a distance. It's long, it's long, it's a perfect shot. Fear the power of this uneducated Scotsman shot. Always here and always will deliver on the dictionaries. No! No, not more dictionaries. Won't somebody think of the... Oh, I forgot to pick up any... I am not carrying grindstones. Oh. Time for another drink. Yep. At this point, that drink is going to be boozy. I'll hydrate. And a stretch to go with it. Slash. Yep. Oh, up again. Come on. Yep. Yay. Thank you for the stretch, Feg, and for the hydrate footy. Everyone remember, hydrate, stretch, med check if necessary, look after yourselves. I can't. Oh. Wait, why is that wrong? Oh, because it's a slab, not a stair. I don't suppose that I happen to have... Oh, yes, I might possibly, maybe, if I'm lucky. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Grumble, rumble, rumble, rumble. If I am lucky... Excited Scots. Yes! I have grindstones. Yay! Thank goodness for the... No, don't faceplant the netherrack. Thank goodness for the ender chest of useful. Is that silk touch? Yes, it is. I have the things I need. I'm a happy Scots. Yay! And a wild stuffle has appeared. I wonder if you can put it in a bag, at which point it's a stuffle bag. Now I'm stealing puns from... pun... Yeah. Yay. Alright. Where have we gotten to with this? Not guilty. You always say that, and yet you're fairly guilty about it. Oh, I don't have any polished basalt. What? Is actually very guilty. Yes. Okay, let's put the 26 that I'm not using back, and then we can use this. And trying to rev up my my ghast to try and get it to move faster. And the stuffle was caught by a black-clad wanderer. Nicely done, black-clad. It's these these layers in the middle where things get a bit more sort of chaotic for a few blocks. After all of this, it'll suddenly go back to being, yes, and now we're building the same thing for multiple layers in a row. I never have enough things in my inventory. There are days where I wish it would be possible to have shulkers in your inventory and just have it so that when you need items out of them for things like this sort of stuff, it would just auto-replenish and and just take from the shulkers. I know that's not possible, and I know that's not a thing, but there are days I wish it was. Have we done everything on that layer? Apart from the bits that aren't there. Hold on. No, that's done. It's called creative mode, isn't it? Yeah, except I... Oh, hold on. That's the block I missed earlier. I forgot your fnibbles. I said great. I never picked up great. Exactly. I never picked up the greats, did I? And those I don't have in a shulker somewhere. That's in my ender chest. Much as how I wish I did. Cherry picker, stay here. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, that's a lot of angry bacon around here. Right in the middle of my path. I think that that was a valid use of a rocket to avoid angry bacon. I did not want to deal with the bacon. Right. Gratings, gratings. Greetings, young squirrel. You have been called up to serve in the Kodan. Oh, no, sorry. Yep, that'll be more than enough. Oh, these are waxed, though. I need to unwax my grates. Dang it. I should have unwaxed those blocks before turning them into gratings. Now I've got to unwax 4 times more. That's the problem. Miss Ferret, welcome in. Happy Friyay. I hope you're doing well. Make Scots great again. I'm already grating things. This should give me a stack of unwaxed grating when I pick it up. Anything that doesn't stack, I forgot to unwax. I'm having a fairly good day. It's been a Friday, which is obviously a good start. I'm attempting to build things ridiculously hanging from the nether roof. which is pretty average for me. Right. What are the odds that in 5 minutes I realise I've got another thing that I don't have? And I don't just mean sanity, because we know I don't have any of that. Poll in chat. No, can't be bothered. Particularly since you lot keep rigging the polls. How else do you think that we ended up with 3 things that all were supposed to be worked on today? Friday work is done. Sleep time. Look after yourself, Blast. And thank you for joining us. Whee! I did not miss the target this time. Right. You come here. Come on. Did not lose my lead. That's good. I have managed to mount my ghast correctly. Take care. Prepares to throw something at Blast for their end of day pun. Yes. Vote early, vote often. But right, let's grab all of this back again. 2 stacks of that. Don't need 2 stacks of that. Probably don't need those yet. I do need the chains. There's the chains. Let's put those in there for the moment. Punt the pun. Everyone repunt. The puns are incoming. Oh, this is going to be interesting. How am I supposed to do that? Wait, hold on. That doesn't... This doesn't track. I have 61 chains in my inventory. And I had 60... Oh no, I had 63. I was about to say, how did I lose a chain? It's not Unchained Melody, that's for sure. You were not going to make a pun, but since everyone already ducked for it anyway, what's a duck's favourite taco topping? Guacamole. Oh. Oh. Throws foie gras at last. Right. What are you? Oh, you're polished deep slate. Okay. What are you? Brick stairs. Polished andesite. That. Deep slate tiles. Covers blasting bread and unleashes the chaos birds on them. Deep slate tile. Deep slate tile. Hey, for a minute I was starting to think I didn't have any deep slate tile. Throw a splash potion of Fnurbles at the burbs for extra chaos. Wow. That's evil. Why is it a double teep? Cheap. was I thinking when I built this? Don't answer that. Even though I'm not sure. I'm going to go for those. And probably regret that. Level 5 Fnurbles potion. A splash potion of Fnurbles. Do 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 do. Huh? Those, one of those. Let's polish deep slate. God, I hope this is. Oh, this might not be right. Why? 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 Tell me why this is a crazy build. Tell me why it's got all this weird stuff. Hey, True Purple. Welcome in. Wait, what? Oh, that's a double deep slate tile slab. Okay. Again. Why is that coming up as wrong? Facing north, facing east. I'm going to ignore that. That's a mistake in the original. I am not required to repeat the mistakes of the original. It's bad enough trying to repeat the build of the original. Without the mistakes. Add a musical, so no sound. Enjoy! Which of course you didn't hear because you've got no sound. Wonders which musical best suits Scotsman. There isn't one. Thank you for passing that on, Fake. And we had a Zubat in here, the Fnurble of... The Fnurble of the Opera is here, fnurbling in my mind. Surplus to requirements. Fnebler on the Roof. I don't know any of the songs from the Fiddler on the Roof, so you ain't getting anything out of that one. At least nothing that I can remember. Actually, isn't if I were a rich Fnebler, I would be fnebling all the time. I would be a rich Fnebler. Jesus. I had a dream. Pulled back the curtains and found for certain all the Fnebbles were here. I wondered why I was fnebbling, and we were wondering why we all were here. I'm fnebbling in the rain, just fnebbling in the rain. What a wonderful feeling to be fnebbling again. I've got that block wrong. It's another off by one. We're fnebbling and singing in the Fnebbles. West Side Squirrel. Not a clue. No, that one is where I've now run out. And I've not actually watched Hamilton. So I'm behind on that one as well. Disturbed by how many of these I actually managed to fnurble my way through, though. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Would the squirrel be a jet or a shark? What? Oh! Is that the gangs in West Side Story? Also, hey, Yay Price, welcome in. Please ignore the very bad singings. You made Feg watch Hamilton, so I'm not too far behind. Oh, this is the layer with all of the... This is the layer with all of the stuff, and all of the things, and all of the stuff, and all of the things that make me go... Ah. Why are these all double slabs? I must have just been using up them. And Feg, thank you so much for 3 months of gift sub to J Price. Thank you so much for that. And enjoy the Trompnado the musical. No, enjoy all of the chaos that comes with that, J Price. No, there we are. Oh, hey, that's actually almost the materials that I needed. Yeah, a lot of this layer is anvils, so it's kind of hard to add them until we've actually got the next layer down in place. What with gravity and anvils being those two best friends. Gravity. Where anvils are concerned, it's the law. we get to? Am I managing to keep up with this? Not quite. But we've got to hydrate. Heil hydrate. And to go with it, we have a stretch as well. Oh, up we get. And stretch. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the stretch there. Got yourself some frozen mango milkshake. Ooh. Sounds like that might be nice. I'm starting to think this might... We're not necessarily going to get much further into this build today because we're running low on time before the cats start complaining. And I'm still on the... still getting death threats from cats for yesterday. Picked up a new SSD for the old PC to stick Bazite on. Oh, nice. Oh. I'm just hoping that I'll get the power cable fairly early tomorrow, Raven. At some point, I'll get a 1 hour window for delivery, so I'll at least know when it's arriving. Oh, I'm out of Deep Slate Tile Slabs. That's useful. Yeah. Well, it's the only way that they'll do next day delivery for a Saturday. I still feel ridiculous for having to do that, but hey. If Corsair will go and be ridiculous in their cables. Those ghasts are so speedy! I can almost hear the sarcasm in your voice there. Where did I get to? They certainly make building upside down from the nether roof a lot easier, though. And in comparison to constantly building scaffolding, they are significantly faster. I'm sure we will get them in other servers soon. Right, next layer down. Now we're at the... Where the heck are we? Oh, I need the polished blackstone bricks and all the other fnurbles to go with it. I'm very well aware that on this world I am quite lucky that I've got it set up that being able to actually upgrade quite quickly is a thing. It helps that it's just me. What do I not need? I do not need a pickaxe and a shovel. I don't know what else I don't need. Oh, heck. I see something I do need, though. So I'm going to get rid of... hold on. No, this one. I don't need an axe, either, because I need nether brick fence. Am I reciting the known unknowns Rumsfeld speech? No. I don't know it. Oh. Oh, no. I'm carrying those. Is that, yeah, that's what I thought. We have known knowns, no, we have known unknowns, we also have unknown knowns and unknown unknowns. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, that's close to my inventory at the best of times. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Panic. Gotcha. Preemptive murder of a ghast before it starts shooting at me. Wait, really? We're at 200? That's the other unknown, when we're at 200. I never know when we're at 200. If it weren't for the fantastic people who constantly remind me when we get to 200, I would never, ever know. Actually, I probably would know, but it would not be as accurate in timing. Ooh. No, that's not the right block. And we have a Mudsdale, so we should not tell you so that I stream longer. If you did that, I would say under those circumstances, it would actually then be your own fault if you get murdered by your cats. I would no longer accept responsibility for any cat-related injuries. Unlike yesterday, where I'm very well aware that the cat-related injuries were my fault. Ish. I mean, I would blame somebody else, but... eh. Oh, Fnebbles. How did I put that up there? Ah. Right, let's get this layer done. Probably put in the anvils so we get the anvil ring just before the end of this. And then we will be able to say we've done a decent amount of this tower in today's stream, which is actually... I think we've done quite a bit of this tower, and given that we've got like 7 of them to build, making a decent amount of progress is quite important. The thing I'm not looking forward to is the ridiculous amount of materials that I need for every single one of these. And I see that ghast that just appeared in the distance, but it's going in the wrong direction. So it's not my problem. And it's turned round. Of course it turned round. Ha ha! Never touched me. Oh. Nope. Thought I'd gotten that better. That one, and that one. Is that everything on this? Yep. Let's get that back up a bit, and let's get the anvils in. Oh, there's one there. Will the angry ghasts hurt the pet ones? They don't seem to deliberately attack them. They certainly... we found yesterday that an angry ghast fireball does about a third of a ghast's life as damage. So the fireballs are very, very hurtful to ghasts. But they don't seem to be triggered by them. There we are. Right. If they weren't so slow. Yeah. They're not too bad, though, when you're actually in the middle of the area you're building in. Right. What I will do is I'm going to leave Cherry Picker here for a bit. Actually, no. Yeah, let's leave Cherry Picker here. I don't think we need Cherry Picker into the images for today. We had Cherry Picker in them yesterday. So they're not so bad when you don't need to move quickly. Exactly. Oh, for goodness sakes. I need to build this section of tunnel. You're not much help. Don't you fight and hunt these things? You have a friend that made a data pack for himself that randomizes Happy Ghast speed. Then you get the potential of having a Speedy Ghast. Speedy Ghast Zaliz. Andale, andale. Arriba, arriba. Meep, meep. I don't know, I just crossed the comic threads there. Right. Let's have a look at what we've gotten to today by way of... randomizes the size. Interesting. Cam account. Ooh. That's cool. The blue of the warped forest is so cool. That's nice. Oh, that's going to look awesome when it's finished. And when we've got the tunnel coming into it. Oops, I'm inside of a tree. That's going to look really cool when it's all lit up with the bits for lighting that get added. That I like. That's going to be fun. What I will probably do over the weekend, I will try and get the tunnel built across to here. I won't do the tower. I'll do the tower next Wednesday, because there's no stream on Tuesday when we would normally be back here. Fnurbles. Maybe I should just build this tower, since it's just repetition, and then we can do the interior on Wednesday. I don't know. I'll work out what I'm going to do. I've got things I should do at the weekend anyway. Sounds like a better plan. Yeah, it does, Raven, but it depends on whether or not I can dedicate time to Minecraft. I mean, the other thing is I need to mine out this area so that we can actually build the tower here, and need to mine out this area so we can build the tower here. And need to finish mining out this area. It's just like I've got all sorts of bits that I need to do to be able to enable other bits. And the amount that gets done off stream to enable stuff is in the nether is quite high, unfortunately. That looks really nice though. However, I'm gonna hit this button. Say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been absolutely lovely having you all here. The fnurbling and the randomness has been quite high, which is always fantastic. I will be back again on Monday, where we will be back on Idiotic Inc. And continuing all sorts of chaos and mayhem. Keep an eye on stream for the on the weekend. If I have gotten things sorted and set up, I might try and get to Final Fantasy XIV. You like to getting to see the progress, since you can't be here as consistently. I like being able to make progress, J. Price. Only the sniffers have been high. Yes. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Let's have a look. Who do we have playing Minecraft that I can raid out to? I don't think we've raided Calvin for a... pardon? Thank you for that quote. When did I raid Calvin last? Not for a while. Luna's playing Phasmo, so I'm kind of not... well, I mean, that would be a revenge raid as well. Yeah, I know Luna's playing Phasmo because I've got it in the corner of my screen. However, I am going to... Yeah, let's send us over to Calvin, who is an absolutely fabulous, fantastic builder, and is currently working in creative and working with Axiom to build a ruined cathedral area, which looks really, really fantastic. I've had my eye on what they've been building. Where is it? There they are. So, I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. And I hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye. And we forgot to pause ads. Yep, of course we did. Oh well, it happens. I apologise profusely.